It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Tampa Bay. It's the Packers and the Bucs, next on Madden NFL 22.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
To head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And some room to run now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 70 yards. And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up.
on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one going a loss of a couple. For his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. The kick. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back.
Yeah, I like the observation there. Open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. Let's go!
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Bring and reload!
Brady gives this one off to Jones. A nice little juke. Oh, some strong running. 84 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. They're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns yards in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
And grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Succop for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in his first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rodgers now on first down. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Amari Rodgers there. And it's 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Now, this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Now, this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Brady now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw again on second down. Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
21-3 is your score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Brady now to throw. Evans has it left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Brady to throw again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Brady. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So a drive that covers almost the entire length of the field will result in 0 points.
That frustration is not just going to be felt by the guys on offense.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Fielded at the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 40 now on second down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Boys, let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5 and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now Brady again. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point put through by Succop, and a round is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Rodgers on third down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now, hold on here, we've got an injury. Well, that's Devontae Adams, the wide receiver down on the ground here. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 98 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Succop's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The give is to Jones. Shoves him away. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers again now. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A check down here to Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers! Josiah DeGuara there to make the grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3, and they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Brady out to the left there and complete to Howard. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He completes it to Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make the lead now 26. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he called that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Brown. And some strong running. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
He's touched.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 119 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Now Brady. To Evans on the slant. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski from 17 yards out. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try now for Sucker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Levante David in on the tackle. From the 27, Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. Donald Jones leading him out.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on.
In for the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers.
We keep waiting. Keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Whoa! It still won't go down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Jones hit and the ball's out. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, this could be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Preston Smith there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A solid stiff arm. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Gronkowski again, he was the intended. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Baby, we got it.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Succop's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Green Bay's offense ready to go again, and their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment. And certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. One final try now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night.